Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Asylum podcast review rewind. Today we are talking about Lightyear and continuation of Sci-Fi September. As always, I am John Thompson. I am the action and animation expert.
I'm Dylan. I'm one of two superhero and sci-fi experts.
I'm Matthew, the concerned superhero and sci-fi expert, because that's scary looking over there.
Oh my God, is Garrett's name behind me?
Just the shadow silhouette comes out from behind. I'm just walking up slowly.
Yeah. It's that like elevator joke where you just slowly rise.
I was wondering what was with that weird face you were making. I was a little concerned. I was like, what are you doing?
It's concerning how many puns we haven't said yet. This episode will be pretty light. And these jokes are going to last years.
No.
Oh dear.
Matthew, do
Oh,
we have to? Do we have to be at the? God damn you!
Folks,
You wish you were buzzed for this?
we would like
Yes,
we
I
would
do.
like to apologize for Matthew's puns.
I wish my brain were going a light year a minute right now.
Okay, that's a good one. That was a good one, Dylan. That was a good one. It was. It was funny. Okay, anyway. So, yeah.
We're going to toy with this story.
Oh my!
Dang it. Dang nabbit. In all seriousness,
Gotta let out a Bo
I've
Peep.
been, in all seriousness, I've been looking forward to talking about this movie.
Yeah.
But ignore Joker
Go
over
ahead.
there.
Go ahead.
Ignore Joker over there.
Let the kid have his minute.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. But anyway, we're finally getting to our review rewind of the movie that I've been so wanting to talk about. If you guys been enjoying Sci-Fi September, thank you all for listening and for watching. This been by far has been our funnest one we have done so far for season 2 because Sci-Fi has been incredibly fun.
Yeah.
But this one in particular, it's time to talk about why everybody needs to watch Lightyear because my goodness gracious, mate, shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Matthew.
Yeah,
Get the
shut
fuck
it.
out of here.
People, this is the movie that people need to watch because Dylan and I can make a clear case. This is one of the most underrated Pixar movies, like in years.
Yeah,
Say-
1000%.
Yeah,
Say it ain't so.
it's so. I mean,
I will not go. Turn the lights off.
I mean, who do you think you're?
Carry me home.
I'll drop you.
Yeah, shut it, shut it. I say, who do you think you're talking to? You're talking to a diehard Toy Story fan here. Hello,
I
but
know,
also,
that's why I'm toying with you.
That's
the purpose of this story.
See, you can't use that old joke. You can't do that. You used that joke years ago. You can't do that.
What do you mean years ago?
You did.
It was 30 seconds ago.
No, it wasn't.
You guys can't see me, but I'm shaking my head at Matthew.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. I am being well behaved throughout this episode. And he's not.
Dear Lord.
Anyways,
Give me the
Any way
strength.
you want it, that's the way.
Shut up.
we need to survive. No, I'm not. I'm
John,
not.
continue.
Yes,
continue.
I'm
please.
just trying to undermine John's whole
I
thing
know.
right
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
no.
you are.
now. I'll put the mic down.
Okay, so
Please.
for those of you guys that definitely are wondering if you guys have not seen the film, what is the film Lightyear actually about? Well, just to let you know, there's a little bit of confusion. It's people are going to say it's in the continuity of the Toy Story franchise, or
It is.
Okay, there you
It
go.
is, yeah.
But it's not set in the same universe for some speculating reason.
It's a different, yeah, it's a different kind of in-universe content.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So
No, it's not.
yeah,
it's not.
really not. No.
We're watching the movie that Andy watched in 1995.
Correct.
That's what it was.
That made him
yeah.
really want him to get a Buzz Lightyear toy for his birthday. So,
Yeah,
there you go.
this is the movie that broke up Andy and Woody. That's what it was.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But then they were brought back all together, and they all went happily ever after.
Yeah, this movie was Yoko Ono.
It's not what you think. Good. Keep your mouth shut. All right, so this one is a completely different story. Legendary space ranger Buzz Lightyear embarks on a intergalactic adventure alongside ambitious recruits by the name of Izzy, Mo, Darby, and his robot companion, one of my favorite other characters, Socks. As
Love
his
Socks.
motley
Socks is
crew
great.
tackles their toughest mission yet, they must learn to work together as a team to escape the evil Zurg and his dutiful robot army that are never far behind. Now, the backstory of this movie, when I heard about this movie, I was incredibly excited for it. Man, I thought to myself, okay, a Buzz Lightyear movie, awesome. There's no way that this movie is not going to be good and that it's going to fail. I'm not surprised it was good, but I was a little surprised that it failed. So, what went wrong? Well, there were a few things. 3 things, actually. One, it was because there were some big movies that came out. The box office smash still of Top Gun Maverick. Elvis was coming out that year. Jurassic World Dominion was out that weekend.
Hold on a second. I just gotta say, Dyllan is giving like huge '80s hair vibes right now.
Yeah, that's true. He is. Yeah, that's true.
He looks like someone in an '80s movie.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm going for.
I like it. I like it. But yeah, that film was coming out, and also Elvis was about to come out that weekend as well. So there were some huge summer movies that were coming out in that year of 2022.
There was no hunka burning love for Lightyear.
See, that is not true. That is not true.
There wasn't. You just said it failed.
Well, I was getting to more of that. That was the first reason, and then you get to the second reason. The recent controversies, which we're not going to get to that. We're not going to get to that controversy of you know what. And third, and this could be just maybe rumors or something like that, but the casting of Chris Evans as Lightyear, which honestly, I don't get it. I mean, Tim Allen will always be Buzz Lightyear, but-
John, no. Sorry, hold on. No. There's nothing wrong with it. It makes
No.
perfect sense.
Exactly. It
They,
did.
they,
A
they
lot of
should
people
not.
did not like that though.
It doesn't fucking matter. They
Right.
shouldn't have had Tim Allen come back in the first fucking place.
Right.
No, exactly.
They shouldn't have had. Just
But like I'm saying, that was a controversy. Yeah.
how the fuck was that? I'd never heard about
Yeah.
this. This
it was
is the
a full
first
thing.
time.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
It is stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a full thing.
Well, I mean, it's like, do you really? Okay, just thinking logically, this is the movie that inspired the fucking toys, right?
Exactly.
This inspired the Buzz Lightyear toy.
Yeah.
So why would it have to be the same actor?
It doesn't have to be. Is the
Right.
fucking thing. Like you look at the actual real life version of this, where we do have these officially licensed products that come to stores, and 9 times out of fucking 10, the person who originally played the character that the toy is based on does not come back for the voice
Right.
because they're usually super fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So Tim Allen was just a fucking voice actor in Toy Story. That's who he fucking was. Or, well, he was at least Tim Allen in Toy Story world.
Yeah. This is gonna heat a lot of people up.
Oh.
But in Toy Story canon, apparently, Tim Allen is the discount Chris Evans.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah. That literally, that is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like to do a comparison for like inspiration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we have the MCU, we have Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Well, when they made this anime show called Avengers Assemble, I think it was him for Mightiest Heroes 2. I don't think that's right, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. When they had Iron Man, they were like, well, we're going to make this a lot more tied into how the MCU looks and how it feels and all that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And so for Assemble, they hired on Anthony Pasdar. I'm spacing, but he was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was on Heroes. You should know him from Heroes. He was the brother that became president.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who they got.
Okay.
They got him, and he's a great knockoff Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Tim Allen in Toy Story was just this dude that they brought in where they're like close enough to Chris Evans.
Yeah.
That's what it fucking was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, so people are not going to criticize Patrick Wilburton that played as Buzz Lightyear in the TV show, but you have to right to criticize Chris Evans playing as Lightyear. That makes no sense. Any great actor, as long as they do it right, can play Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
No matter who the actor is, as long as you get an excellent actor. And Chris Evans is a freaking brilliant talent.
Yes.
He is so good at it. And I love Tim Allen a lot. But Chris Evans, I also love Chris Evans. And I thought, that's great casting.
There
Yes.
are different interpretations of different characters.
Yes. I just it's like you have to go about looking at this movie from a meta narrative.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can enjoy this movie as it is and all that, so you don't need that meta narrative for it. But it's like you have to. You can't ignore the meta narrative. There is a meta narrative here.
Yeah.
This is a movie inside a movie. Like that's you have to look
Exactly.
at it that way. You
Right.
can't ignore logic that doesn't fit in with a meta narrative.
Or
Right.
look
Like-
at comic book franchises. There's different interpretations of Batman and Spider-Man,
Yes.
and most people are okay with most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we've just in the past 20 years alone, we've gotten 3 different live action Spider-Man, like official live action Spider-Man.
And 4
Yes.
Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, no,
they're
that-
not
that's
all the
going on
same
30
fucking
years.
character and
No, 3
shit.
Batman too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I forgot. Yeah, Christian Bale's almost 20 years ago.
yeah.
Man.
Crap, I'm old.
No, we got 4 live action Batman. Well, not in movies, but
Well, yeah, that's what I meant in like movies.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then it was 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
5 if we count TV shows, because you got Ian.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Titans. Yeah.
Titans, and then no, he was on Batwoman too. We never got him in costume though.
Yeah, Kim Conroy.
Yeah, and then
oh
Gotham.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
So we got freaking 6 Batmen in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's, exactly. Like it's
And
just
DC,
like
Batman's the goat.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's not just Chris Evans that's also in this movie, which, by the way, again, I'm going to say that's brilliant casting.
Yes,
There's a bunch
yeah.
of great actors in this movie. There's Keke Palmer. There's Peter Son. There's Taika Waititi. He's also in this movie. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Which might as well just get to the positives right out of the way of why this movie's great. It's the casting. The casting is great. The characters are so much fun. They are very hilarious. And I love the idea of him, the main character, being a selfish guy, but then he has to realize it's time for him to do teamwork.
Mhm.
Like he needs to really be a hardworking guy, but he has to trust his coworkers and everything in between.
Yeah.
Just like in the original Toy Story, he did act selfish
Yes.
in the original Toy Story movie, but then
Yeah.
he learns about friendship and how we got to support each other.
I'll give a. This is me being serious. This is not me roasting you. I'll give a different take on that. The cast did well, but I'm not a fan of the cast. I'm not so big of a fan of Keke Palmer or Taika Waititi.
Really?
Why?
I don't think I don't like their acting. Like
Would you prefer? Okay, so like I can understand you on the Taika Waititi front.
Yeah.
Because his character was a little much for me personally.
well, just overall like their acting. Like
Well, yeah, I get
find-
that.
I find Keke Palmer.
Even here?
No, this was better, but I'm just saying like I'm not a fan of them as actors. So like
Well, like
Wow,
her early
really?
work, I can understand
Really?
that,
Okay.
but that was
I
also
really
her
didn't like
early
her-
work.
I didn't really like her Nope at all.
Really?
That's kind of what brought the movie down.
That's an L, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm not a
can't
fan.
agree with you on that.
Ouch.
I'm not. a fan
I
of
think
her
she's
as
really
an actor.
good.
Yeah.
I like her.
Ouch. What? Well, I happen to love and respect Keke Palmer. I remember watching her from the Disney Channel movie called Jump In, which I watched that multiple times, and that's where I discovered her. And then she's now hosting Password, which she's doing a great job, by the way. So I really like Keke Palmer like a lot, and she seems to be extremely likable.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's a very intelligent,
Yeah,
thoughtful
she
young
sounds like a
woman.
fun person that we
Yeah.
that we would love to hang out with.
Yeah.
But I actually thought all the cast did a great job in this movie, including Socks. Can we talk about Socks the cat?
Socks is great. I
Yeah,
love
Socks
Socks.
is hilarious. And I love it when they went on the space mission, and then Socks is saying, "I regret coming with you." And then he said, "I can do whale call." And then when Buzz Lightyear about to go to sleep, when he said, "Good night, Socks. Good night, Buzz." And The comedy is so great. That's another thing that Pixar does so great at is the comedy and the seriousness at the same time.
Yeah, it was very well balanced here.
It was.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of the story, first of all, I love the story. I found the whole thing fascinating, and also it makes sense. Buzz Lightyear wants to finish the mission that his partner wanted to do, and this is not the original partner from during the film. In the beginning, this was her grandmother
Yes.
in the beginning of the film, and they came up as very close friends, and they want to do this mission together to finish this whole mission, and then they succeeded.
I will finish what you started.
Shut up.
Do-do-do.
Shut up.
What?
Uh,
Okay, I'll give him that, but that's the only pass you're getting. but yeah, but and as we said this before, Lightyear, I mean, he is so focused on finishing his mission, but he doesn't realize that he's kind of even I will admit, as a fan of this franchise, he can be kind of a prick.
Yeah, it's sorry, tying back into one of the things that you were talking about, the reasons why this movie didn't do so well. People, I've commonly seen sane people be like react to others where other people are like, oh, it's because of the same sex love story that's in there.
Yeah,
That's about Izzy's grandmother or grandmothers.
right.
Um, and people are like, it wasn't that. It was the twist. Who Zurg is.
Yeah, which we'll get to that in just a moment. But you pretty much see...
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
Hold on. It's the reason why I bring that up is because what you were talking about how Buzz this entire time is kind of he's kind of a lone wolf. He's not really trusting of anybody. He's just trying to finish the mission.
Exactly.
And it's I really like anytime that somebody brings up the Zurg thing, which we will talk about that twist itself.
Yes.
When somebody brings that up, it's like, yeah, but I really like that. I really like it because he's shown to be this arrogant loner, like doesn't think about other people.
Yeah.
This kind of person this entire fucking time.
Yeah.
He doesn't empathize with anybody. He doesn't look beyond himself. He's just this arrogant asshole.
Yeah.
And I like that. We talked about it a little bit earlier, where it's like that's Buzz's character arc is he's learning to work together with new people because like for the longest time it was just his partner, but he had to be better. He had to be more than perfect. So he had this arrogance, and over the course of the movie, we see him poke holes in it.
Yeah.
And
yes, we did.
I just like that sudden like he takes the other path.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It is. I really love how it's written. I love how
I do too.
they are able to convey how he faces his own arrogance and how he
I agree.
Realizes the flaw in himself, and he's like, I'm not doing this. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like that.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's amazing. I like that kind of story, and I like I think that was very well written here.
Yeah. And which the one thing too that I also love about this movie, it gets you like in the feels.
Yes.
And also it also gets you in the feels when people go back and watching the original Toy Story.
Yeah.
And then you say to yourself, see, that's actually how I felt about the people I watched that I grew up seeing. And this is pretty much like this in the 21st century. Like, it's great to learn things about teamwork, trusting each other, and to realize, you know what, I can't do this all by myself.
Yeah.
Because, go ahead.
I realize this will be old news when this episode gets uploaded. It is 7:37 on Sunday, the 29th. 20 minutes ago, Chris Christopherson was pronounced.
Yeah.
They said he was dead. So yeah, it's gonna be old news by the time we post this, but just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace. Absolutely. But But that's another thing about the movie I also love is pretty much with the serious moments in it. Which that's another thing I heard about this criticism about this movie is that the movie can be a little bit too serious. I'm sorry.
I
Shut it.
that's
First, critics complain movies aren't funny enough. Now they're too serious.
well, I mean, it's like, show me the thing that's too serious here. Because you're faced with like a certain bleakness a couple times throughout the movie,
Right, exactly.
but it's never anything more than what we've seen. You know, like we've seen a lot worse.
Toy Story has dark moments.
Yes, like
That's
there was
true.
literally a moment where
Sid.
they were all facing their impending death in 3.
Yeah,
Well, I was
exactly.
I've not seen 3, but I was thinking just Sid's room in the first one.
Yes, like
Exactly.
we've had some fucked up shit. Like we did not see a single thing in this movie that wasn't worse somewhere else.
Exactly.
Within this like certain realm of media.
Right.
Like it's stop fucking complaining about that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like it's a sci-fi adventure film first and
Exactly.
foremost.
And
That's what it is.
And I believe this is Pixar's only second movie that involves sci-fi. That's only the second movie they have done that involves
Wall-E's
sci-fi.
the first.
Wall-E was first, and now
Yeah.
Lightyear was second.
And even if you're just talking Disney animation,
Yeah.
like The Lion King, Mufasa, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Literally, the dude ends up hanging by his neck.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like that's
That was dark.
yeah, like that was super fucked up.
Going off
Bambi's
top-
mom got fucking shot straight out the gate. Like
Going off topic real quick, that Disney album,
yeah.
You'll Be in My Heart by Boys Like Girls was amazing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I love that
okay.
cover.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Did we tell you about that, John?
No,
Uh,
I definitely want to listen to it.
We'll do a PSA then.
Yeah.
Disney just released an album for all of the people born in the 90s and early 80s, late 80s. They did a emo pop punk album of Disney covers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty kick ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's one I'll avoid, but
Yeah.
other than that,
yeah, it was a great album.
yeah. That's pretty
I don't know
cool.
which
I dig it.
I'm not sure which song you're avoiding. I can't. I don't know. 'Cause I haven't listened to all of
It's
them.
it's a whole new world. That's by Yellow Card, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one that I'm avoiding.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the highest opinion of Yellow Card anymore.
Oh.
They lost
okay,
my
gotcha.
respect a couple years ago.
Oh. Okay.
I like
Okay.
Simple Plan's cover of Can You Feel the Love Tonight too.
I still haven't seen it, or I still haven't listened to it.
I
Okay.
listened to the cover.
I'm looking forward to it.
I listened to the cover of Eye to Eye from
Yeah,
a
the-
Goofy movie, which
but
I
it's
love that
good.
song. That's
Magnolia
really
Park,
great.
yeah.
That's another thing we have to do sometimes. Like when the Goofy movie comes out with 30th anniversary, that's be another review rewind.
Yeah.
I've
but-
actually never seen a Goofy movie.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You should. It's a cult classic.
It's
great.
amazing. I love it.
It's wonderful. Yeah. Like I seen an extremely Goofy movie multiple times more than the original, but but a Goofy movie is still great.
Yeah, it gives us Powerline. We get the whole Roxanne and
Great son father
and-
relationship moments. of the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
we get Lester's. Oh, Lester's is one of my favorite fictional places of all fucking time.
Yeah.
I missed out on a really cool shirt about that had Lester's on it a few years ago. I'm
I
still
want to
bummed
try
out.
Big Belly Burger from Arrow and stuff.
Yeah, I fucking love Big
Yeah.
Belly Burger. It's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm super big fan of
sorry
it.
guys, we're going off topic here. But yeah, but getting back to Lightyear, let's see, other things about this movie that I absolutely love. Oh, of course, the animation.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's beautiful.
It is.
People
People don't give credit enough for how beautiful Lightyear animation is. It's so good.
People don't give animators credit enough.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
I don't want to get too started on the topic because it's a little frustrating. But like there's issues in the animation industry right now that a lot of people are that a lot of people are facing, and it really does suck. And I wish that they would get more recognition for what they do because it's fucking amazing. It's
Absolutely.
beautiful.
I'll simplify it a little bit to not get too far into it. Animators do not get the same respect as cinematographers.
That they don't get paid nearly well
Yeah.
enough for the amount of time that they spend working
Yeah.
on a project.
Which is
They
crazy.
don't get respected. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
They're just used by the industry, and that's fucking it.
Yeah. And
It's dumb.
since we're going off to sci-fi, the sci-fi action is brilliantly shot in animation form.
Yes,
It's so good.
the designs were amazing.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
mean, it
all
looks
fit really well.
It looks so realistic when you see the character animation, the character designs.
Yeah,
Like it is so well done. Like it feels like more like a realistic movie
Mm.
when you're watching it.
yeah.
Like they make those humans look so real
Well,
in this movie.
They've been really nailing that.
Oh yeah.
These past few years. I mean, look at Soul, look at
Inside
Turning
Out.
Red, Inside Out.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk in between episodes. I finally watched Inside Out too.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I like it. Just because I'm not going to talk about on the main episode. Real quick. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I actually cried, which is pretty rare when I'm watching movies.
Nice.
It's on Disney
I
Plus
thought it was
now, by the
amazing.
way.
Yes, it is.
For-
That's
which
how I
I can't
watched
wait
it.
to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's really good. I fully recommend it.
Nice.
I'm going to.
But they've gotten this Strange World is another mention that I want to throw in there because nobody really talked about Strange World.
That's pretty underrated film too.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I definitely like almost every other Pixar movie around it more. But I still thought that was good and interesting. I like the cast a lot.
Yeah.
But it had issues.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But the
That's a different
animation
thing.
here, oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, the Pixar really is entering the era of like beautifully animated human beings.
Absolutely.
Because like it's one of the reasons why I love how far technology has come. Like even though we have these other things that are super scary about the advancement of technology, even though we have these terrifying things going on, like Skynet basically launching right now.
Yeah.
Even though we have that shit going on, like technology has allowed for some absolutely beautiful animation.
Oh yeah.
I think that the best visual that we have in this entire movie, aside from the spacewalk that Izzy has to do, which because I thought that was done really well as well.
Yeah.
Was the light speed sequence.
Yeah.
When he finally achieves it.
How do they do that? It's so good.
Well, it's just like one, the design was fucking beautiful.
Oh,
For
yeah.
it. Two, it was beautifully rendered, and the colors were amazing, and it's just it's kind of like it does give you that eye-opening moment.
It does.
To look at another piece of Chris Evans' media, Endgame, when they initially take off to go find Thanos at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And it has that shot of Chris Evans' eyes as Captain America, and they they just had that subtle widening gesture, like that. The visuals in this, especially the light speed visual, gives you that effect.
Absolutely.
Like it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. Pixar really does stay at the top of their fucking game.
Yeah.
Here,
It does.
like they've really knocked it out of the park consecutively.
Yeah. I know. I didn't know there was something you wanted to say.
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah. So let's see. Story is brilliant. The characters are amazing. The animation is pretty amazing as well.
I didn't have a chance to rewatch it this week, so I'm just kind of winging it with you guys.
Oh, that's okay.
You're
That's
good.
okay. But yeah, a lot of things that's absolutely amazing. Let's talk about the twist. Now, this is where people were confused by, and this is also where people had to criticize by.
Mad.
Yeah, which I need to go first here on this one. Okay. Now, at first, I thought to myself, why did he say dad? Huh, that's actually interesting. That the Emperor Zurg is actually saying I'm your dad and stuff. Why is that? Why does that make sense? And then I heard people were confused by the twist. But then when he actually gave his backstory, people were more confused. I thought it made sense.
Buzz,
It does.
am your father.
Yeah.
I
Because
love Toy Story too.
because just think about this. Why did he act selfish in the beginning of the movie? Why was he all about, oh, I want to be the leader. I don't need any help. Why is he all about himself as in saying, oh, I want to do this whole mission all by myself? That's how Zurg was made the entire time when he wanted to finish his whole mission. That's why Zurg was made because of this.
Yeah.
And yet, people want to criticize that plot twist because of this moment. People, excuse me, did you want to know why Zurg was the villain? There's your answer. You're not satisfied? Well, boo-hoo. so I thought the whole twist made sense. And by the way, it's called science. Okay, it's science.
It's fiction.
Exactly. That's where the science fiction parts comes in.
Yeah, the twist, which we haven't explained what the twist is. The twist is that Zurg is actually Buzz Lightyear, but it's Buzz from like 60 years in the future.
Yes.
That's what the twist is. Honestly, I like the father joke. I thought that was funny. But it's also like it's a joke that's written well. It doesn't rely on the Star Wars reference.
No.
Like, that's obviously what it is.
Yeah.
It's setting that kind of record straight because Toy Story 2 had its own thing.
That's the reason why when people were fans of Toy Story 2, people were saying, how did that twist make sense when he jokingly said, no, I am your father?
It's the fucking,
it's just
a video
joke.
game.
Yeah,
like, that's what it
joke.
is.
Yeah.
It was making a reference. Have you never played a tie-in video game in your fucking life?
Right?
How they actually went about it was more in line with the Flash.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Yeah. It was, so basically...
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was. Basically what it was, well... It was almost reverse, because that was like an OG Flash.
Right.
Right.
Like, it wasn't an OG Flash. It was the, because he was one of the copies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of the opposite, because it was with that one, his copy that one bad, and this one, the copy stayed good.
Right.
Because
the original one bad.
Yes. So when Buzz achieved light speed, he landed back. This new corporal who, before the final jump, which throughout the movie he makes multiple jumps trying to achieve light speed the entire time, but throws his timeline out of whack. He keeps skipping like 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, finally, like he achieves light speed, he gets back, and then this dickhead corporal goes to be like, all right, well, you did this thing, it's illegal, like, we have to detain you. So Buzz fucked off.
Yeah.
He went 200 years into the future, and then he was like, oh, man, I can go back in time. So he went back in time to, like, a week before he originally touched down.
Yeah.
And he basically took over the planet that his, that the company's been,
changing,
terraforming, and popularizing.
Yeah.
He goes back to a week before he landed there. He takes over that planet, and then when he originally was supposed to get there is completely different.
Goals.
Yeah. He
just take over a planet. Goals.
Shut up.
Good night.
Sorry, guys. Matthew's in his villain era.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But anyway, go ahead.
But when Buzz, the copy, I guess, of Buzz touches down in place of the original Buzz, nobody's there. He first comes across Izzy, and that's what sparks the change. That's what makes it so he's not an arrogant piece of shit.
Yep.
Because when Buzz finds out who Zurg is, Zurg explains everything, and then Buzz is like, well, what about Izzy? Because Zurg is like, well, let's go back and change it so that we never got stranded on this planet in the first place.
We should probably make a reference. I am not crazy. There is a fly in here.
Yeah, no, it's they're escaping right now. They're trying to.
That's the reason why people are like, I wonder why John was waving his hand. Now you know why. But yeah,
John's just doing the wave.
But yeah, I find this crazy. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, it's just Zurg was like, well, let's go back. Let's make sure that this shit never happened in the first place.
Yeah.
And so Buzz was like, yeah, but that would mean that Izzy wouldn't exist anymore because her grandmother, my former partner, met her wife here.
Yep.
Like, because they got stranded, that's how they met. And so Zurg doesn't fucking care about it. He's like, who? Huh? What? And Buzz is like, oh, okay, I don't want to be this kind of asshole. Like, I want to care about people. Like, this is a major person in our lives, and you're an asshole.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes perfect fucking sense. You just gotta watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, I understand the disappointment and the fact that that's where they went with it. But at the same time, it's just like, I actually prefer this. I prefer this over them like going with what Toy Story 2 set up, where it was a tie-in video game that declared that it was a Vader moment.
I
Like,
played
I
it-
prefer
I-
this.
yeah,
I
I
like
played-
this
I
more
played.
over
I played the
that.
video game multiple times when I was a kid. Toy Story 2 on PC.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that game. But yeah, I'm totally with you there. Like, as much as I love that humor with the whole "I am your I am
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fire" thing,
I like
that
the
is
cheeky
pretty
reference.
funny. When I saw the Lightyear movie, and I was thinking, okay, Zurg has got to be in this movie. I mean, he has to be
Yeah.
in there. I want to know who Zurg is. And then when I found out who Zurg was, and then he told the whole thing of why he was Zurg, I thought to myself, yeah, that makes total sense. That makes total sense.
There's nothing wrong here. Yeah, no.
They had a missed opportunity in the movie.
What's
You've
that?
heard of Elf on a Shelf? Get ready for a Zurg on an iceberg.
Shut up. Shut up.
God almighty.
No, I really hope that we get a Lightyear 2 because I want to see where they could go with it.
See, that's the thing. There were 2 credit scenes. One, which was absolutely hilarious, by the way, when the robot guy was
Yeah,
okay, we're doing this, we're doing
he's
that.
completely
which, we
done,
forgot to
mission's
mention
over,
him.
like,
We forgot
yeah.
to mention him. He's great.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like I completely when I rewatched it recently, I completely forgot that he was part of the fucking story.
I'm with you there.
Because he's just
Yeah.
not part of it.
I guess-
He's there for like 5 minutes.
I guess
And
that
you
was
don't
me
see him
too.
again until the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Like,
But when speaking of the end credit scene, this is one of those things where if they do a Lightyear 2, they should only do this as a TV show. Because the movie, it did not perform well. So if they're going to do like a sequel to Lightyear, do it as the Buzz Lightyear TV show. And I'd be on
Yes.
board with that. Now, if
I'd be
they
fine
want,
with a
now-
mini Disney Plus series.
yeah. Now, if they do it as a movie, I would totally be cool with that. But as a TV show, I rather I already paid my Disney Plus subscription. Why not do more Buzz Lightyear Adventure as a TV show?
Mm.
And I'd be on board with that. I totally think that's what Disney Plus needs to do.
This might be a whole thing. I'm going to try to not go on a tangent about this. I personally think sci-fi works better as TV.
Yeah, agreed. No,
Hmm.
same.
They have a
It
lot more
allows it to
time.
flush. Yeah,
Yeah.
it flushes out more.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that.
the Dune TV show is coming up very soon, which I
Well,
can't wait for that.
My thought was going to my favorite TV show, The Expanse.
yeah.
Like, that would not have worked as a movie at all. Or they just a new TV show that started on Apple TV a few years ago, Foundation.
Yeah.
No way could that have ever been a movie. I believe they're giving it 7 seasons, but there's time jumps each season. It takes place over like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So with all the different characters and stuff, there's no way they could have done that as a movie. They need like 20 movies just to even scratch the surface of telling the story.
Yeah.
And let's face it, no movie series outside of the MCU or whatever no single movie franchise is going to get 20 movies.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
Even James Bond has it, but it's all different actors.
Yeah.
Like, because the MCU obviously has that, DC could have that, but it's all different stories interconnected.
Yeah.
It's not one
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, you know what? This just came to me. It might be painful for me when I say this, but maybe the Lightyear movie, maybe should have stuck as a TV show. I don't know. And it's weird to me because as much as I love the Lightyear movie, which I definitely do. In fact, I love all the Toy Story movies. Like I said, I can't pick a favorite.
We know.
But this is one of those situations where maybe it would have reviewed better if it maybe was a TV show and it would not flop. And then we would have got more stories. Maybe,
I could see it.
yeah, I don't know what Pixar thought this was changed it from a TV show to a movie instead. I don't know what it was, but this is one of those things where people are going to be saying, like, I know why it didn't do good. It was a movie. Should have been a TV show. And you could be right. They could be right. But it's just one of those things where I want to see more Buzz Lightyear's adventures. I would like to
Yeah.
see more of that.
Give us a new version of Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, throw
Put
that
it
shit
on
on
Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
That's true. Yeah.
But second of all, like you can make a new version of it based off of the Lightyear film.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And honestly, I think that a lot of kids would love that.
Yeah.
It would also
A
be
Sock spin-off series.
yeah.
Let's do
well,
a Sock spin-off show.
Stick with
I
Buzz
don't.
Lightyear for now.
Yeah, because I personally one thing that I think that Disney Plus should stop doing is they focus on these God, I know somebody might take this the wrong way, but
Obscure.
Yeah, I wouldn't say obscure, but it's like Doug Days, or Dog Days, where
Oh.
it's Doug from
Yeah,
Up.
yeah.
Like
I haven't watched
like
it
shit
yet.
like that. It's like that. The audience, the common audience, does go for those kinds of characters, but it's like stop monopolizing on those fucking characters.
It's different than your pre-established universes like Marvel.
Yeah, it's
Moon
like
Knight.
give them
works
the
better as a
interesting
TV yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's fine on Disney Plus because it's a lesser-known character, but
Yes.
still got enough of an audience to justify doing it.
Yes. It's just like people don't want to immediately turn in for the common audience member, I feel, does not want to just tune in for a miniseries that's all just about Doug the dog from Up doing Doug the dog thing.
Right.
Like it'd be the same as right now for Star Wars, because of course I have to tie this in Star Wars.
Yes.
It'd be like if they just gave the Grogu his own fucking show, his own little mini series where he's just being a weird little frog dude who's eating fucking random ass animals that he comes across.
I feel like that is
That's what it is.
I feel like that is a poor description though, because Grogu has such a following. People would tune in for it.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm kind of
The
trying to
concept,
fucking
yeah.
explain. It's like these mascots.
Yeah.
Like we're following these mascots, but it's like they're not the mascots.
Yeah.
The characters themselves in these shows are the mascots.
Right.
Like it's not like you have to go for the mascot of the mascots.
Right.
Like I want something different. I think that children would tune in for a Lightyear TV show
Yes.
that's about Space Command.
Absolutely.
Like we have Monsters at Work. Give us that. Because I heard more talk about Monsters at Work than any of these other shows that focus solely on the mascot.
Huh. Interesting.
Like the Grogu show. I haven't heard shit about the Grogu show. Nothing. But it's the same fucking thing as Dog
That's
Days.
a Grogu show?
No, not Grogu.
The
Groot.
Mandalorian.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. sorry.
Groot. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my bad.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
I know
I'm
what you're
sorry.
talking about,
I was picturing Groot, but I was still
Yeah.
focused on Grogu.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
see like the first week that it's advertised and then nothing.
Yeah, but like I was seeing Monsters at Work the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
And like part of that is the reoccurring like weekly format.
Yeah.
That is part of it. But it's just like I still see people talk about Monsters at Work. I don't see people talk about the Baby Groot show or Dog Days or Toy Story has like the Small Fry thing. It has like Terror Mayhem.
Yeah.
It's
Toy
got all
Story
that.
shorts are great.
Yeah, the shorts are good.
Yeah.
I want something that's not short content like that.
Exactly. Right.
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You want to do all this new stuff with the franchise.
Yeah.
Fucking do it.
Exactly.
Like stop. I want something else that's not just like the short stuff where it's like a 6-minute thing.
I'm not a fan of stuff like that.
I'm not either. Like that's
It
not what
worked
I
for Tom
care
and Jerry.
for.
It worked for Tom and Jerry. That's the only thing I've liked that like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like
And Tom and Jerry's still on that. It's like 10 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah. Just give us like a 20-minute episode of a show
Yeah.
that people want to enjoy.
You can make
So-
it serial. Like you can have it be completely episodic.
Exactly.
And it still have this fully like combined story.
Yeah.
And like with a show like that, where it would be about the new Space Command in this movie universe inside
Yeah.
Toy Story, like you could do that, and it's still like you could still have that like big narrative to justify having a longer running TV show where it's multiple seasons, where it's a longer format. You could still have that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Introduce Zurg in season 2. Like tease him season end of season 1, like his return end of season 1, have him return season 2.
Yeah.
Like do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kids would sit down for that.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
It is.
It's one of those things where like again, Star Wars nerd here. Like people who don't like modern Star Wars are like, well, children wouldn't tune in. Yes, they fucking would.
Yeah.
I don't think you know
get
what
outta here with
children
that.
tune in
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Children look at Star Wars and they're like, cool lightsaber, cool ships, bang, 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 pew, pew. Like, that's what they fucking focus
Yeah.
on.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
So you're saying
As
you're a
long as you
child.
have that shit, like, As long as you have that, children are going to tune in for it, especially like the boys.
Exactly.
So you're saying you're a child.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I've lived my entire life as a grown man child. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like I'm an adult and I can act like an adult, but like I still know what children think.
Exactly.
Like I was helping raise children for 6.5 years in a relationship. Like I still am connected with how children see media.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just it blows my fucking mind. People are like, oh well, children are only going to tune in for the stupid little stuff. It's like, yeah, but you can still make it fun. You can still make it entertaining. You can still appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Like a Lightyear TV show, like what we're talking about, like that appeals to the entire audience.
Yeah.
You're not cutting out anybody.
No.
Like you can be like, oh well, this won't do so well with the how will it not? Like we have they just started making more content, sci-fi content for children. Disney has by having the Young Jedi Adventures.
Yeah.
Which ties into the High Republic era of Star Wars. Yeah, it's like you can still have that.
Absolutely.
Like we have a Spider-Man show like that. It's just like you can have that, but you still blend the two areas. You can still have what made Lightyear so amazing for the collective audience as a TV show.
There needs to be more kids sci-fi.
Yes.
Get kids started at a young age, because now we are seeing a shift towards with TV.
Yeah.
Towards more very adult sci-fi.
Yes.
So it's good to have that wide audience and get the kids.
Yeah.
Start them young, and then you got like Star Wars and Star Trek, and then you could keep going up from there to Alien or The Expanse or...
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
One of the more adult properties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. So all we can say is, with the success of Inside Out 2, please make more Toy Story content like TV shows and like that. Not just movies. Give us Toy Story TV shows in general. That would be great.
Do something else with this.
Right.
We got Cars 2.
Which
exactly. Like that was so fucking off the mark, and you still fucking made it.
Yeah.
Make this fucking TV show, or something.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you want to do all these different things with your IP. You want to advance it. You want to do these different things. It's like keep making different content. Don't go back to fucking square one, or not go back to square one if you fucking want. But it's like don't go back to what you fucking did before.
No.
I'm about to get you all excited.
What?
Not Pixar, but Disney.
What?
Not only do I think it needs a live action remake, Treasure Planet as an animated series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go full on.
There's so much shit you could do there. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have to tie into. Sorry. Let me compose myself. I fucking love Treasure Planet.
That got you really excited.
Yes, I fucking love Treasure Planet, dude.
It's great.
It wouldn't even have to focus on Jim Hawkins. It could just be like that world of pirates. It could be that. It could be
each season could be like a different ship.
Yes, yeah. Or like you could have it so like it does follow Jim, but he's
now
navigating this new world of being in the naval military.
Yeah,
and just like how what his adventures doing that are.
Absolutely.
Honestly, we could just have an entire follow up where that's where it is. But like as a show, like I would like that kind of anthology thing where it's like fleshing out this universe. It would be like Tales of the Port. Yeah. I would love that. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'd be super down for that.
It could go 5 seasons, 10 episodes piece.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
and honestly, I would sit down every single fucking week to watch it. I would love it.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning Treasure Planet, which we'll get to one more thing, and then we'll sign up for this one. It definitely feels like a 21st century version of Treasure Planet, the movie that was not very appreciated at the time, but then when years gone by, this will get a cult following. I hope to God that Lightyear will have a cult following in the next 8 years or so. I hope it does, because this movie is underappreciated, and I wish we had more adventures like that. Treasure Planet was going to be a franchise.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. Lightyear was supposed to have a sequel. As of right now, it's not going to happen. It's definitely like Treasure Planet. So.
Well, I mean, it's. Sorry, I just think that it's interesting that. I think that it's interesting that we're not getting. unique content.
Absolutely.
I think that it's weird that we're not getting that, especially coming from a major IP like this,
Oh, I know.
where like we're not getting that. We're not getting these different things that you can do, but they're taking these shows that are that way
Yeah.
and they're completely revamping them to be movies that they're like kind of like rushing through it. Like they're doing the opposite of what we're saying.
Yeah.
Example, Moana 2 is coming out at the end of this year. It wasn't actually supposed to be a fucking movie.
Yes. Exactly.
It was supposed to be a show.
Yeah.
And
I would have watched it anyway.
yeah, it's just like it's coming out so fast after being announced just last year.
Yeah.
And they'd been working on it for what, 2-3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they had to like backpedal and change a bunch of it.
They're trying to rush through as fast as they can to get the money.
Yeah, and
Which is
it's
nothing
like
wrong with that.
that's
There is.
There's
They're lazily making it.
yeah, it's
Not
like
for me, but
No,
well, they're the way that and like this goes.
they're too focused on getting the money instead of the quality of the product.
Yes, yeah. For example, Pixar recently, they said that they weren't going to focus on feel-good pieces like director stories. They were going to focus on what worked. They're going to focus on like things that they can fully capitalize, and they're going to focus on previous IP.
right.
That's wrong. That's wrong. It just fucking is. First of all, in my opinion, it's wrong because you're discrediting what made these movies so fucking good.
Right.
Soul is fucking amazing. Turning Red is fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
And they're saying that these movies are an issue. That they can't profit enough off of it. And it's like that shouldn't be why you're making the fucking I get it. You're a company. That is why you make these fucking movies.
Yeah.
But it's like
You should
people
keep the audience in mind too.
Yes, like the reason why Pixar movies are so fucking good is because of the story that it tells. It's because of the connection. It's because the team behind the movie can put in everything that makes them human.
And if they want,
And they're trying to strip that away. I'm sorry. They're trying to strip that away, and
Okay.
it's so fucking brutal, and it's just. Why are you so against making content for other humans?
Right.
And
Why are you doing
sorry.
that?
If
Go
they
ahead.
want to make, if the money still is their primary purpose, which think of like, how many people are still going to tune in for Cars 5
Yeah.
if they didn't like the last few? Toy Story 1 made money because it was something fresh and inventive.
Yes.
They're going to miss out on the opportunity, a director's vision, to make something that could be fresh and inventive.
Yes.
If they only focus on old properties, I know you love it, but if we end up with Toy Story 20 before we end up with 5 other new franchises that could do amazing things,
Right.
you don't know what you'll miss out on if you only focus on the old stuff.
Yes.
That is an exaggeration, which we all know, but there's not going to be 20 Toy Stories
know,
in
but
general.
we
never
But
know,
but
I
I
mean-
get what you're saying. Yeah.
DC does this. I'll go on my train, so I'm not attacking Toy Story on you.
Yeah.
How many thousand Batman movies do they make instead of focusing on other characters?
Well, yeah, true. I mean, just recently they said that they're making a Bane movie, but again,
But
we're going off topic
But
here. Yeah.
like even with live action animated, compare even the Flash, who's a very popular character.
Yeah.
There are 2 Flash movies. There's Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox animated movie and
Yeah.
the Flash movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's live action and animated.
Yeah.
There are about 45 Batman movies,
yeah.
and Flash is still one of their most popular characters.
Yeah.
There are 4 Wonder Woman movies. Superman arguably could be more popular than Batman. They're about tie and tie,
Yeah.
and there's only like 7 Superman movies.
That's-
No, there's like 12, but still 12 compared to 40.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they focus on Batman
Yeah.
and only Batman because they know they make money from it.
Yeah.
But they could miss out on great stories.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. I'm sorry, I'm going on a DC tangent.
No, you're good.
But
Good.
like, how many good Green Lantern movies have we missed out on because they didn't like one movie and they haven't tried to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to. I'm definitely not saying, and we'll get this done real quick when I say this. I'm not saying that Pixar should do more sequels. I'm totally not saying that. I would love to see more original and then sequels. Like,
Yeah.
do it part by part.
Yeah, you had to balance it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to balance it out. Absolutely. Not every Pixar movie should be sequel after sequel. It
No.
should be original, then sequel. Original, then sequel. Or just do it in between if you wanted to. I mean, as long as the audiences are interested, that's all that's going to count. And
Yeah.
it will make money because people are going to go see it. Now, whether people like it or not, it's clearly their personal feeling on the movie. If you don't like it, that's fine.
There has to be. Sorry.
No, you're fine. If you love it, that's fine. Just as long as that you have your personal feeling, how you feel about a movie. That's pretty much all it counts. If you're satisfied, that's great.
There has to be effort put into it. It can't just be for the money.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
You have to, because even something like Toy Story, it could not make money if there's no effort to it.
Yeah.
If it's just Disney's sole purpose is just the money, if everybody might not enjoy themselves, the voice acting or whatever, it might be subpar.
Right.
Because they're just there for the money and not for the story
Right.
or the dialogue or whatever else. If there's no actual love for what they're doing, it will suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter what franchise is.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Toy Story, Batman, anything could suffer if they are just there for the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for the love of film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is not fair to the audience.
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
definitely
no.
not fair. No. But all we can say is that Pixar-
Sorry. This is one hell of a
yeah,
tangent.
exactly. But that's okay. All we can say is, people, is as of right now, Pixar, they're on the right track for right now. They're definitely on the right track. We'll see when the new original movie comes out, which is, I believe, it's
Whatever
called,
the next one is, whenever it happens.
I believe it's called Elio.
Oh yeah, it's about the beavers, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
It sounds goofy.
Let's hope
I like it.
Hoppers does great. I hope it does. If the movie does great alongside Toy Story 5, that's a win-win. However, if Hoppers does not do well and then only Toy Story 5 does well, I will admit, and it pains me to say it, it's not going to be good for me, for an animation fan. If only this sequel does well, but the original film does not. And that's
Well, yeah,
painful
'cause
for
it's a
me.
bummer,
It's
yeah.
painful for me to say that, since I love the Toy Story franchise. But there you go. But all in all, really enjoyed it. Dylan and I
Lightyear.
love Lightyear.
Yeah.
It's great. It should have got a lot more love and respect that we deserved.
Yeah.
Matthew
It
likes
was really good.
Matthew. Okay, yeah. Matthew likes it a little bit, not by much, but he recommends it as well. So there you go.
Yeah, I thought
And-
it was really good.
yeah.
I like it too.
And so, hope you enjoyed this review rewind of Lightyear, guys. I hope you did. So,
Yeah, sorry for the
thank you
tangent.
so much for watching. And thank you for listening. We're going to continue with Sci-Fi September with our next recording, whenever it gets uploaded. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us in the comments below, what do you think of Lightyear? Do you guys like it? Did you hate it? Let's be respectful in the comment section. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Threads, on Instagram. Comment on Facebook and everything in between. We like to get more fans and more listeners. And we appreciate you guys sticking around for the craziness of 2 seasons that we have done and all the fun that we actually had. And so, hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll see you all next time for another new episode and another review rewind, whatever we do it. So,
See you guys later.
See you later.
God bless, guys.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. Good night.